Hi, this is Keone. This is just going to be an overview of my budget spreadsheet. So I'm just going to briefly run through each of the tabs and how they're intended to be used or how they're set up, just to describe how this sheet is meant to be used. But before I do that, I just wanted to say that this is meant to be used with Mint.com. That's like the free version of QuickBooks. And what they allow you to do is link your bank accounts and credit card accounts with them, and what they'll do is they'll pull in all of the transactions into one database, whether you're paying with check or credit card or debit card, or you're doing transfers between all your accounts. It tracks everything that you link to it, and then what that allows you to do is download that as one database and dump it in the spreadsheet. And so the spreadsheet is set up in a way where it takes that as an input and it reorganizes it for you, and so you really end up doing your budgets really fast once you kind of set everything up. Besides sorting out all of your Mint transactions, it really takes like 5 minutes to do your budget. So, which is just logging into your account, downloading the lists, and then pasting into your data tab. And then when you come into your summary tab, you're just looking at maybe a specific date range, and it gives you pretty much all the information you're going to need about your budget. So let's just run through the tabs real quick. The one that I have named Budget 2020 on the screen is a projection tab. And what you're doing in this tab is you're just projecting what your income is and what each of your expenses are, based on all of these different items in a category. So maybe describing a little bit more is you can also change these. These are a little flexible. Again, I'm going to have videos for each of these tabs in terms of what you can do and how they're meant to be set up. But in general, this is a projections tab. You can also take this tab and duplicate it and make a bunch of different types of budgets or versions of budgets if you're looking at maybe making a decision on what a certain season of life will look like, or whatever it may be. You can also just store budgets as you want and kind of switch them out at the end. The sheet is made so that you can flexibly change these things out given what your expenditures are, and it compares your current budget to these different sheets that you'll set up. So you can make 10 of them or just 2 of them. They're really meant to help you plan and make decisions. So that's a projection tab. The next tab is the data tab. This is the one that just takes the download from Mint.com. You just dump all your data here. It helps you sort everything out, and that's all you're really going to be doing in this tab is you're just pasting all the data right at the top in cell A1. And then the last tab that you would worry about is the summary tab. So what it does is it takes, you just reference one of the tabs. So this one's reference to Budget 2020, which is that previous projection tab. So you can change out your reference. So if you made 5 different spreadsheets, I don't know why you would do this, but you can just choose which one you want to point your summary page at. So right now I'm pointing it at this Budget 2020 sheet. If you had a Budget 2020, let's just say version 2, and you made that sheet, right now it's saying that it's not pointing to anything, so it's not pulling any of those references in. So let's take that out because there's no actual sheet that's named that. But it pulls in all the data from that tab, and then it compares it to everything that you pasted in the data tab, and then it gives you a summary of what you had spent versus what you had projected to spend in each of these categories, which is nice. And then it gives you a month breakdown. So as you'll see, like, this is the income and the home and the travel tab. It pulls all those things together and it summarizes it in a month summary: income, home, and travel. And then it also gives you a visual on what that looks like. So generally those are the basic tabs. Maybe there's a few more that I'll include with the spreadsheet also, which are these remainder. You can delete them or hide them. This is an example of me and my wife and how we've set up our sheet. I just listed the percentages on in terms of like what our income is versus what we actually spend and how it looks like in the end. And these are kind of the different things that we have named as our types of things that we're tracking. So that's our breakdown for the year of 2019. So you can delete that or use that example, just keep it, whatever. This is a mortgage tab. I just kind of set this up in terms of helping you project the mortgage. Maybe I'll make another video for that. And then I also have a loan calculator in here. So essentially that's my budget spreadsheet, and then I'll have individual videos to kind of help you get set up on each of these tabs.